That's how we're gonna do it. So that's how we're gonna get the show started. That's how we're gonna do it. Thank you for joining the Real World J podcast show. Thank you, and that's how we're gonna get the show started. Let's go. Find my damn button.
So I see what this my trouble need a passport. All my cars are immigrants. It's so sick and man. History of witnessing. I had a girl, she put me now. I'm single, wanna keep a bitch. Sticky and they stick to that. If you see your chick with coochie, think before confront your ruler. Ain't my fault your lady choosing. 130 still going perfect. Oh, ain't burning, rolling, got it. Walk your clean and keep detergent. Got your girlfriend picking colors. Say she lonely, you should only one with to me in person. When she did my nigga told me that she love my father. She calling my father. She wanna be father. We gon' get it on. Said that she lonely. She been on the ground. Said she like my style. He can lay it down. Say he can lay it down. Beat it up, yeah. I'ma beat it up. I'ma beat it up. Come on, he can lay it down. Beat it up, yeah. I'ma beat it up. I'ma beat it up. He can lay it down. Your girlfriend keep calling me. I feel like she's stalking me. You at home and she with me so morning. It's an argument. Gucci man be dogging it. Be lived out straight pounding it. Drilling on your sheets. Got your blanket at the laundromat. Wait, baby girl, throw it back. Oh man, like it's heart attack. Gucci man, not hardly that. Smack it like I'm mad at that. Sweaty sex so passionate. Oh, say she mad at that. Pornographic posing like she posing for the internet. 1 hour not finished yet. Never been a minute man. Always been a businessman. Gotta catch the finish man. Got a man, oh really now. Acting like I give a damn. You look like a now I don't got over short and teach you straight. Go straight. She calling my father. She wanna be father. We gon' get it on. Said that she lonely.
That shit like my style. Stay lay it down. And we can lay it down. What's up, Ian from joining the 777 joining your Real J podcast show. We talking about soul. Soul.
She trust on Twitter on my shirt, I went apple song. She say this her favorite song. She got on my favorite thong. She so hot, too hot to touch. Too feeling too much for lions. Gucci man, I'm rich for good. So this
we talking about. Y'all comment, man. Y'all have you ever had a soul something?
Wish we could do it more often, but
we talking about part two of sexuality on the Real World J show. We're gonna talk about it. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Yeah, this is Real World J podcast show. This is your host Jason Morgan. We're host more 2.5. We are on part 2 of sexuality, and one of the topics of sexuality, part 1 was about what was part 1 about? Part one was about how sexuality can get you in trouble. You know what I mean? And so it can put you in bad situations, especially when you have situations, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you have a situation or you got multiple situations, you know what I'm saying, around you. Because it's never bad to use it if you don't got nobody, you know what I'm saying? If you don't got nobody behind you, if you don't got nobody that's gonna get blowback from that, you know what I'm saying? And do what you do, then that's the definition of not being selfish. Because nobody, you know what I'm saying, the only person that affects is you. And that's cool. So that's what part one was about. Part two is about man finding that you gotta find that you gotta find that person that satisfies you. You know what I'm saying? And just like and it's not all about the physical. You know what I'm saying? It's a mental. You know what I'm saying? It's so it's emotional. It's intimate. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but you have to find that. You got to find that person, and whoever that person is. Shout out to T for joining the Real World J podcast show. Uh, you know what I'm saying, for whoever's in your heart and whoever's in your mind. What's up, brother? What you doing, man? You good? How life been treating you? I already know. Yeah, I had to fight. Yeah, I can relate. I can relate. Well, for sure. But I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, yeah. So you got to find that person because that soul sucking person can be that person, but that person got to be in your mind and your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like you can try to search for that person, but that person is that person who you value and who you treasure. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? High. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't love two people at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's what people try to do. But and that comes with it. Like I said, like the person who's gonna be in your mind and your heart can be whoever it is you need them to want them to be. You know what I'm saying? And in your mind, and you gotta look at them. You know what I'm saying? When you get someone, you gotta look at them a certain type of way. You gotta look at them. You gotta look at them in the way that you need, that you desire to look at them, that you need to look at them, that you should look at them. You know what I'm saying? It all starts with that. You know what I'm saying? Like good chemistry. Like good chemistry is very important in you know what I'm saying, and good sex, good chemistry, and good good motion placement. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I always just go. Sometimes going with flow is the best way to get. You know what I'm saying? Get where you need to go. Or to get her where she needs to go, or get him where he needs to go. You know what I mean? Sometimes sometimes you gotta do the things that you and never thought that you would never do before. And so, or you thought about doing, but you just don't have the courage. I don't understand why you don't have the courage within inside the individual that you with, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? We all human. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the courage to do something that you want to try what you made, just do it. Try it. You gotta be able to, you gotta be open 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 to new things, and you know what I'm saying, to like new things and be of interest and be spontaneous. People you gotta remember you gotta do that soon. You just can't do it just every single time. You know what I'm saying? In one place, because that's where you're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? In last place. You know what I'm saying? And you should always want to be in first place. You know what I'm saying? And almost in everything. If you can be, do it. Take effort, zero talent. You know, take zero talent, effort. And so I'm gonna give you, you know what I'm saying? My thing is I'm gonna give you the keys, you know what I'm saying, the cost of success. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm gonna switch it up. Because I feel like, this is like a motivational night. That it's like a motivational night. Time people need to get, what I'm saying? People just need to be motivated or just need to hear things or just need to feel things or see things. And, because you don't know what they went through or what they're going through or how they got to get where they get to go to get where they need to be or to get where they need to go. You know what I mean? So I'm always trying to motivate people, and that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what my target is mental health and self improvement. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nate for joining the Real World J podcast show. I'm your host, Full Circle J, and yo, good night, love you. All right, see you in the morning. Amen. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Nate? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for joining the show. How you been? Hmm. Maybe still typing. How you time type? See, look, I'm good. See, no complaints. See, I can understand that. I don't got no complaints either. I mean, that's good too. That's the best. Like, cause you feel like it's like having a life with no complaints. You know what I'm saying? Feel like a good life, but like feel good. It just feels good, right? You feel like you're in a good space right now, right? I'm trying to get into a podcast. Well, so I'm taking notes, and most definitely is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You do that. That's fine. And absolutely. Yeah. But most definitely, I know. Yeah. Like I tell people all the time. Like I tell people all the time. Like to live a positive life, you gotta take out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta subtract the negativity, the negative people in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like how you expect to live a positive life if you got negative, if you got negative people in it. Right. Think about it. It shit don't mix. You gonna live a positive life, you gonna live a negative life. You know what I'm saying? You can't live both. So if you try to live a positive life and you got negative people in it, then you need to. Then it's up to you because it's your life to take them out of your life because remember it's your life. Remember you the show. They're just part of the story. In every story, have a chapter. And if they don't make the next chapter, and that chapter may be 1,655, but if they don't make 1,000, what I say 1,666, they don't make that next chapter. That's it. That's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because end of the day, everything has an expiration date. We have an expiration date. So why can't friendships and relationships have an expiration date? You know, especially you know what I'm saying, past the shelf life. So I would say never. So I would say never have. You know what I'm saying, negative people in your life. Like, cause somebody like think about it though. Like, it's so like if somebody called you every single day and they had nothing positive to say every single day. And then what if you try to, and then you that friend that you try to help them with the positive, but they always want to go to the negative, and they drive to the negative. What you supposed to do? Keep on letting that negative energy in. It's gonna start. It's gonna start taking. It's gonna start taking parts of control of your life, and then all of a sudden, it's in the driver's seat. Just saying. Man, I can go all day about not having negative people in your life because somebody who is not for you, what I'm saying? Because trust me, today, somebody who's not for you, they'll get, what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's not for you, they're against you. Because at the end of the day, somebody who's not for you, they're taking away from you. Hey, for real. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's not for you, not building with you. It's not a relationship if you building, you know what I'm saying? You building by yourself. If you do build it by yourself, but then the relationship change. Right? Because you feel like you did it all by yourself, and then what? You coming down, celebrating like he was on the team. We won Super Bowl. Some people call it resentment. People are like, so you gotta be mindful of that. It's seems like it's easy to let users in your life. I guess because we always like everybody like I guess somebody told me one time everybody has like a superhero complex in some kind of shape or form. It's a little bit, even if it's 1-2%. You know what I'm saying? So that's that need to, what I'm saying? Oh, you my friend. Sometimes we should have let that be that. We should let them go because sometimes they be the biggest nuisance. Like I literally know people that they was friends or they friends but they're arguing. Are y'all friends? Like that ain't it. Negative energy. It's negative people in your life. And it's okay. Chester, I tell people all the time. I say it again. I say it again. Like I said it years ago, man. It's okay not to have negative people in your life. Like you don't need to be somebody else's entertainment. You your own show. You bring your own crowd of people who really want to be there genuinely. What's up? But I want to give y'all the cost of success. Like I can give y'all seven. I can give y'all seven. I can give y'all seven. If you do these seven things, if you do these seven things, you can. If you do these seven things, you can be successful in life and successful in anything that you do. If you do these seven things, and like that topic is called cost of success. I'm telling you. Number one, late nights where everybody's sleeping. Even if you working, you taking notes. You know what I'm saying? You studying. You reading about something. that's part of your goal and it's part of your plan, do the extra, you know what I'm saying? Them late nights will them late nights will work out. It'll take away some of the things that it'll take them late nights to take away some of the things that you got to do in the middle. Mm. And make shortcuts for you. Shout out to Brandon for joining the Real World J podcast show. I'm your host, Full Circle J. Number 2, early mornings. Think about it. Like, especially if you live just so you know Texas, right? I'm gonna say I'm gonna hit it with the Central Time. So okay, Central Time, right? So 8 o'clock here, right? So just say like you wake up at 8 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock on the East Coast. It's 6 o'clock on the West Coast. So that means you're an hour late East Coast time, and you 2 hours behind on the West Coast time. Why you waking up at 8 o'clock? Waking up at 8 o'clock in the early morning. Early morning waking up at 5 o'clock, 5:30. Doing what you know what I'm saying, doing what you was tired with that late night. When you're doing that late night, you like, man, I do it in the morning time. Wake up early morning time to do it. You can do something else to you. You can do something else with your plan. You can do something else with your plans. That's another plan. That's another thing that you executed to, you know what I'm saying, to fulfill your plan to reach your goal. Because like I tell people every single time, a goal without a plan is nothing but a wish. Say it again, a goal without a plan is nothing but a wish. If you have, if you want to do something, have a plan. Once you have a plan, you start executing, and when you start executing, you'll reach your goal. And that's what that late nights and early mornings do for you. Ha ha. Y'all know I got others. Number 3, very few friends. Like, you gotta like sometimes the best way to move is to move in silence. You don't need to hear everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause your bigger cheerleader is you. You got the plan, you got the blueprint. And if you need help, you know, say if you need help, you smart enough to ask because you got a plan. But like having a lot of people around, a lot of people just, you know what I'm saying, just see a gold mine and not see the potential. Only the Tony's one to see the potential because they'll let you know they see the potential. And they'll try to add to it and not try to see what they can do with it. Mm. 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 Full Circle J. Let's go. Class is in session. Number 4, being misunderstood. You gotta understand. Remember, that's your plan. And everybody don't gotta agree with you. Everybody don't gotta understand what you know what I'm saying, what you're trying to do. As long as you understand what you're trying to do and you know that it makes sense and it makes sense to other people, don't hold on to that one person. If 100 people tell you that it makes sense and then one person tell you it's wrong, why you holding on to that one person that says it's wrong? You better hold on to the other people tell you that that's what them because 100 times whatever you trying to do and what you trying to sell is better than one person that is not gonna give you nothing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know, so you gotta understand that. Like, and then you gotta, and then you got, and also you gotta remember too. Like, don't tell everybody what you're doing. Like, you don't gotta tell everybody what you're doing. For what? Why everybody gotta know what you're doing anyway? Like, why you up? Can you just walk down the street without bumping into nobody? It's okay. It's okay not to be seen. Do you? That's the best way. Especially you try to do something big. You don't need anybody ideas if you got your own. You need everybody that input, yeah. But that's that chosen few. That's that number three. That's that very few friends. That's that part. Go Cowboys. Put that out there because brother, I always feel good when after a Cowboy win on Monday. Brother, I always feel good when the Cowboys win on Monday. You move, you know what I'm saying? You just feel like you just feel like a better brother. You're a Cowboy fan, you know. But that is a man, like a true Cowboy fan, like I am. That's one of the. That's one of the. That's one of that's one of the. Man, being a Cowboy fan is one of the toxic. Is one of the most toxic relationships in like in American history. Man, you got millions of people that had unconditional love for you. Like you showed us who you are 27 years, losers. And we still like and we still say every year we're going to Super Bowl. We still believe in you. That's unconditional love. But it's toxic though because it's one way though because we don't benefit. That's why it's toxic. What are we benefiting feeling all of this and and putting our motion into it and putting our money into it and putting our time. We put our all into it and we get nothing back. That what makes it toxic. I know who I am. I just want y'all to know. Yeah. Um, what else? Oh yeah. Number five. Number five. Feeling overwhelmed. Yeah. Feeling overwhelmed is a good thing though, because that means that you got a lot of shit going on. Only thing you gotta do is put just manage it, prioritize it. Sit, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta sit, but sometimes you gotta sit back from afar to see things clear. Then once you do that, you can say, okay, cool. Because remember, you created this. Remember, you got a plan for this. Remember, you planned for this. Now it's time for you to execute it. It's just time for you now it's time for you. Now that overwhelming feeling, that just means that just time for you to do the second leg of second leg of the plan to get to the goal and to achieve the goal. So that is, you know what I'm saying? Pressure bust pipes and don't bust people. You know what I mean? That just means you just gotta do what you gotta do. You need to go. And then at least you know it's time. Even if it was forced on you, even if you just like just didn't do nothing about it, whatever. But at the end of the day, you gotta handle it. Can't run away from it. You're not gonna be successful. Well, that's a flat session. Yeah. Uh, Number six, questioning your sanity. man. And I know this supposed to be part two of sexuality, but if I switched it up, man, because I felt like that I needed to, you know what I'm saying, switch it up. I felt like it was in my heart. I felt like that uh this was I don't know. Maybe somebody needed this, somebody might have received this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I knew I needed to switch it up, maybe to keep telling me to switch it up because I don't write any of this. So whatever's in my heart filters through my mind and comes out my mouth. That's how I think of it. And so that's how I view it. So hope I receive it. And so yeah. So if anybody wondering why the name of the topic is not what we're talking about, because I was like, man, I need to switch it up. Like people, you know what I'm saying? Like we need to learn, you know what I'm saying? Like ain't nothing wrong teaching, man. Ain't nothing wrong teaching. I ain't preaching, I'm teaching. You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching so y'all can receive. Once you receive, you can believe, and once you believe, you can achieve. You know what I'm saying? You're not even a garbage can, because even a garbage can gets a steak. And you're not even a garbage can. What you have faith in yourself, and once you have faith in yourself, all the other bullshit will go away. And that's what we call life. The gift and the curse. You know, um, at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, sunny days, wouldn't feel so special if it wasn't for rain. You know what I'm saying? It's point blank. So you gotta remember that. But just believe in yourself. Number six is question your sanity. Yeah, you got to do that because you got to know question your sanity is like making sure I always what I'm saying, always like what I'm saying. So question your sanity is like double checking your work, double, like double checking your work in life. You know how crazy, you know how what I'm saying, but you got to do that though because that's holding yourself accountable. If you're doing it by yourself, who's gonna hold you accountable if you're doing it by yourself? All I'm saying, question your sanity is just double checking your work if you have to. If you're doing it by yourself, you remember you gotta hold yourself accountable too. Because remember, you know you. Remember, you your best friend, you your worst friend, and you your worst enemy. But the only part about us being us that we gotta look ourselves in the mirror. We can't walk we can't walk away from us. So if certain things get in the way, you gotta hold yourself accountable. You gotta hold yourself, your own self accountable. You gotta know when you're attacked. You gotta know when you gotta push your integrity to the max. Or whatever situation you're in, whatever situation you struggle with that will block you from your goal. You gotta have more. You gotta believe that you gotta believe that you got more in you than you think you do. And that's how that works. Like some things people can't just help you with. Sometimes you just gotta do for yourself. That like you just gotta work on for yourself. That's what I'm saying, and that's the question of sanity. Like and question the people around you, and saying there's nothing wrong with that. Because some people get too comfortable. Why would you? Yeah, would you question this? I mean, I would question somebody who's comfortable in a hostile environment. Like they too comfortable. Shit flying and shit, and you comfortable, you chilling. Why you let him just sit in the corner doing nothing while everybody else working? Mm, you know. Um, Number 7, be your own cheerleader. Yeah, sometimes you just need to. You don't need nobody. You just need yourself. Because but trust me, people, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, even the people who supposed to care, they do care, but they only care how, some people only can care how they know how to care, or another reason, some people only can care what they can understand. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Some people just like, I care when they pop. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, like that too. There's multiple reasons why, you know what I'm saying, why, you know what I'm saying, why people, you know what I'm saying, why you probably feel like, you know what I'm saying, that nobody like really, you know what I'm saying, behind you, but that's like a few reasons why people don't pop out. I mean, it's not like people not excited as like as you are, because you believe in all that. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, it starts with you, so you have to be the biggest cheerleader. Because if you don't believe in it, nobody else will. It starts with you, and every single day. Sometimes, sometimes saying is believing. No, it is believing. Sometimes saying is believing. But as long as you saw it, you know what I'm saying? Like, Lord, you saw it in your mind. You remember remember you one pictured it. You the one dreamed it. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people out every single day. If you don't know who you are, man, how can you expect your dreams to come true? First, you gotta know who you are. Then you come with a plan. You execute it, and then your dreams come true. Like, cause I tell people all the time. I say it all the time on the show too. That is like I tell people all the time, but like I always like if you have a goal, we got a plan, we gotta go, we got a plan. I always reach for the moon. I always reach for the moon. Because if you don't, it's okay if you don't make it. You don't make it to the moon. If you don't make it to the moon, unless you're amongst the stars, you still successful. Look up. That's high up. You put star in front of your name, anybody's name, success. You know what I mean? Like that's how it goes. Like I want everybody to be successful. I want to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I want to be wealthy, and I got to do the thing I got to do, and I got to make the decisions, and I got to wonder what I'm doing right, and what I'm doing wrong, and what I think I might should be doing. I don't know, and even me being like, you know, I'm still, you know what I'm saying, like having a goal and having a plan. You know what I'm saying? You still have things to throw wrenches in your plan. You know what I'm saying? Throw obstacles. You know what I'm saying, in your plan. But I tell people all the time, like focus on the. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused on the plan. Don't don't worry about the obstacles, because obstacles gonna be there when you have a goal, when you have a plan. You got to go through something to have something. At this point blank. You know, at this point blank. So I'm seeing that now, and I'm recognizing that now. I'm just like, man, what the hell? So I understand that I want to be successful. I want y'all to be successful, and we all gonna be successful. You understand? And that's how we do it on the Real World J podcast show. And y'all can download us and y'all can stream us on all platforms, on all major platforms, on YouTube, on Spotify, on Google Podcasts, on Apple Podcasts, on Amazon, on Alexa, on Chrome, on Dizzler, on Speaker, um, on SoundCloud. We're on all major platforms. Just type in the Real World J podcast show, or the Real World J, or the Real World J podcast show, or type in Jason Morgan to YouTube or Real World J podcast, and subscribe to YouTube also too. Um, just by mentioning the Real World J show, if you want to be a new member of T-Mobile, if you want to ditch your old service and you want to switch over to T-Mobile, just by mentioning the Real World J show, like I said, you will get 20% off on your first and second month bill just by mentioning the Real World J podcast show when you sign up for new service with T-Mobile. You get paid to listen. And that's wonderful. That's dope. I like that. Trust me, I got a lot of feedback on that. So be good on that. So I love y'all. And I just want to be successful. I want y'all to be successful. I give y'all a round of applause for you know what I'm saying, for showing up, for showing out. I hope we got class in session. And I just want y'all to be successful so we can all be successful. You know what I mean? I love y'all.
Money, cars, hoes, I suppose. Yeah, I want the money in the cars and the clothes, the hoes, I suppose. I just wanna be successful. I just wanna be successful. I just wanna be successful. Trizzy. Oh yeah, Trey, I fucking feel ya. They be staring at the money like it's unfamiliar. I get it, I live it, to me there's nothing realer. Just enough to solve your problems, too much to kill ya. And when I leave, I always come right back here. The young spitter that everybody in rap fear. A lot of y'all are still sounding like last year. The game needs changing, I'm the motherfucking cashier. Nickels for my thoughts, dimes in my bed. Quarters of the kush, shake the lines in my head. Take my verses too serious, you hate me, cause I'm the one to paint a vivid picture, no HD. Yeah, I want it all, that's why I strive for it. Diss me, you'll never hear a reply for it. Any award show or party, I can fly for it. I know that it's coming, I just hope that I'm alive. I want the money in the cars and the clothes, the hoes, I suppose. I just wanna be successful. I just wanna be successful. I just wanna be successful. Yeah, I want things to go my way, but as of late, a lot of shit been going sideways. And my mother tried to run away from home, but I left something in the car, so I caught it.